live. I am so sorry about all these technical difficulties. I film on my phone. And so when I do these live videos, and so it like my phone had it on like it wouldn't auto rotate. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for a few people to hop on because I'm confusing. But anyway, so hi everybody. My name is Lindsay and I wanted to do a quick live video with you guys today and hopefully it's working now. Let's see, I hope so. Let's go. I'm making sure it's working. I am so sorry guys. It's been one of those days. Okay, someone's here. Hello, it's great to see you. That might be me. It's very possible. Comment if you can see me and hear me and all those fun things. Hi, Tish. Welcome back. It's good to see you. So sorry about the technical difficulties. It's just crazy. Yep, there's more people here now. Now I know it's working. Thank you. Hi, Amy. All right, okay, so Tish and Amy, thanks, Tish, for saying that you see me and you hear me. I appreciate that. So I wanted to go through, oh, hi, Missy. So I wanted to go through all of the comments that people had posted on my post that I did saying, hey, what are your assumptions about me? There were some really good ones. So I wanted to get on there and say what they were because it was fun. I didn't know what to do for this video. So I was like, you know what? I've never done an assumptions video and I've always wanted to know what people thought about me without knowing me. I've always thought that was interesting. So, all right. So Kelly Stanley said, I have a feeling we both have been binge watching the same YouTuber a lot lately. I find myself mimicking her sometimes too. So she doesn't specify who. Oh, hi, Mary. She doesn't specify who she's talking about specifically. But I think I know. I don't really know, but I feel like I mimic Kim from the WODs a lot, unintentionally. I really love her, so I think I like take on her character traits sometimes. Maybe I've been watching Natalie Bennett lately and Minimal Mom. I've always been watching her. I love her. I don't know if I mimic her though. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. Yeah, Kim is hilarious. Yes, Tish, I agree. She cracks me up. She makes me laugh so hard sometimes, and I'm like, what? I don't know. It's just so funny. Anyway, so yeah, so I think that she was talking about Kim. I really do. I really think that she's talking about Kim just because that's who I feel like I emulate the most. I am on my minimalist journey. I watch A to Zen. I do watch A to Zen sometimes. I haven't watched her in a while though, but I love her videos. She is very, very smart and talented in that department. Like, oh, I would love to get to her point one day, but it's okay. One day. So, KC3503 said, I saw an older YouTube video of you in my recommends and you were singing. So I'm going to put an assumption out there that maybe you sing in your church choir. Okay, so funnily enough, this channel, this one right here, when I first started at 2013, it's come a long way. I've been doing motherhood and like minimalism stuff, and I like that a lot more than the singing videos and stuff. But so I did. This used to be a singing channel anyway, so I would sing covers and then I would sing some like of my original songs and stuff. I wouldn't say I was like the best singer ever, but I had a lot of fun and I learned a lot about video making and all of that stuff. Not that I'm the best at it now, but I did learn a lot about editing and all of those things, and I got a lot of practice in and talking to the camera, singing to the camera sometimes. But there's one video that I didn't post because I've privated all of my singing videos because, well, they're kind of cringy, but but they're older and they don't really relate to what I'm doing now. Thank you, Tish. That was very sweet of you. They don't really relate to what I'm doing now, so I just felt like they'd distract from my channel now. Maybe one day I'll unprivate all of them and so you guys can go back and watch them, but they are kind of silly, or like maybe I'll do like a reacting to my old videos, but I feel like that's later down the road. That's not a now video. Like, I just don't think that that's what I want to be doing right now. I want to focus on my house and my family, and maybe later down the road I'll do that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, so I used to be a singing channel, but there's one video out there. You can look it up. I honestly, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a singing video of me. It has my name linked to it, and I am singing, but it's just me singing a song that they were going to put together a combination of all these beautiful women's voices, and I was just a part of that. So that was a long explanation of something. So sorry about that. But her assumption was that I'm in the church choir. I'm actually not in my church choir currently. I have been in my church choir, and growing up, I was in choirs and like musicals and things. But lately I haven't been part of my church choir. But that's okay. It's fun. I like watching the people in the church choir, and it's not like I'm against being in the church choir. I'm just not a part of it right now. And it's not like a big thing here. You kind of just get up and sing. It's like sometimes they meet up, but it's not like a big thing. It's just like they sing once every month or so. It's not a huge thing in my church. All right, Jessica Brown said, my assumptions that you love your husband and kids very much and you're an excellent wife and mom. Well, that's very sweet. And then she also said, and that you care about what others think about you. So I love my husband very, very much, and I love my children, my 2-year-old little boy and the baby on the way. Love them. I'm so excited to meet this one. And then my 2 dogs, I do consider them children sometimes because they take so much energy, and they're a drain on my energy levels. They're so cute though. I love them, and they are sitting near me. But they're funny. They crack me up. I'm gonna go. Oh, and then she said, and that I care what other people think about me, and I think it really just depends on who, because like there can be some like mean comments that come on my videos, and I think doing this for as long as I have and doing it singing videos to begin with, I've created myself a really hard shell that like the comments, if they're mean, if they're just not nice, like constructive criticism is one thing, and I accept that. I love I can't say it. Constructive criticism, because it helps me better my videos. But then, and like most people say those things in kind ways and say it in a way that's like, if you did this, I think you'd get better results. And I mean, that's what we're looking for, right? Better results and everything. But then there's the mean comments, and those ones I try to just ignore. I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm not gonna like clap back. You know, I'm just gonna be like, okay, if that's what you think, that's what you think. It doesn't bug me because it doesn't really affect me that much. And I think we just need to have confidence in ourselves enough that we don't let what other people say and do affect what we do and say, because it usually isn't about us anyway. Like, if they're saying something to me, it's probably something going on in their lives, and they're being insecure about something, and they're pointing it at me, and that's okay. I don't care. Like, it's fine. I can take it, so it's all good. I want to go to your comments though in the chat, because I feel like I've missed a lot. Oh, hi Mary from Kansas. Tish says, I'm on a minimalist journey and I watch A to Zen. I've already said that, actually. See, I don't even know what I've done already. It's fine. It's been one of those crazy days. I woke up and I was going to do so much today, and then I just kind of didn't. And those days are okay. It's okay to do those things. It's great. And I'm like learning that every day that I have those days. It's completely fine. We need to just give ourselves grace all the time. It's been years and somehow the end of the year. Yeah. I don't know what that means. It's been years and somehow the end of the year. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it was something that I had something to do with what I said, so I'm sorry. Okay. Tracy says you have a beautiful voice. Thank you, Tracy. That was very sweet of you. I live in a small single wide, and no matter how much I get rid of, there's no room for anything. Oh man, honestly, even in a house, you feel the same way. And not to say, like, when I was in a one bedroom apartment, we felt that way. And when I was in a townhouse, we felt that way. And there's just, like, you always feel like you're starting to get too much at one point, and it's just, it's overwhelming, and it's just a continual thing. You have to keep getting rid of things, and you have to keep paring down. And in a double wide, you have to be even more on top of it, because that's such a small space. So you have to be really on top of those things. And, you know, we are all blessed with what we have and what we're given in our lives, and we have to take care of them. And I'm not always the best at that, but I need to get better. And I need to be better at decluttering as well, because there's only so much stuff that each area in our houses can contain. And so we have to be on top of those things. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, just like we had a bedroom apartment, and it was crazy. And we were just living like stacks of stuff packed everywhere, because we got married and then we moved into that apartment, and then he like moved in, but like Devin was still living with his parents until we got married, but he like got the apartment with me, if that makes sense. And then when we got married, he actually like physically moved in. And then we had all of like our wedding gifts and stuff. We always had a pile of wedding gifts just like stacked up on the wall, which was great, but also like we had no room for them. So it was awesome, but it was crazy. I'm still in my pajamas. Okay, about half an hour ago, before before I started filming, I was still wearing my sweats that I had thrown on this morning. So you're fine. Some days I'll wear my pajamas all day until Devin comes home, and then I stay in them, because why would I change? I don't know. There's just some days that you're like that. I haven't been doing that lately because I've been filming almost every day. So, yeah. Hi, Carrie. It's good to see you. Lots of love from America, and she says lots of love from England. So, jolly old England. That was my English flag that I was waving. Tish says, my kids are 16 and 18, so I only have one at home, but still not much room. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Kids take up a lot of space, especially when they're like teenagers. I used to nanny, and they had a lot of stuff. I think when I finally left that job, the oldest was 14, 15. She had a lot of stuff. She was actually pretty organized, and I was kind of jealous because I wasn't. I was always more messy and stuff. I've always been more messy and untidy, and so that's something I'm learning and something I'm doing better, and trying to get into the mindset of saying like, hey, I am a tidy person, because if you say something enough, then you start to become that. Like, yes, there was a Steve Harvey quote actually, that there was a woman on his show that was like, how do I just, how, my boyfriend is really affectionate and I'm not really affectionate. How can I be more affectionate? And he's just like, just say that you are affectionate. Stop saying that you're not affectionate, because if you say that you're not affectionate, then that starts triggering your brain to make it think that it isn't that way. And I think that's something that we all need to like hold into our minds and be like, you know what? I'm an affectionate person. I'm a tidy person. And I just, it's like, it's rewiring your brain into doing what you want it to do. Anyway, so I just thought that was interesting. Oh, yeah. Cold in Wisconsin. Yeah, I can assume so. My feet are freezing right now. And that might be poor circulation. I'm not sure, but it's cold here too. I'm not sure what the temperature is outside. I'd have to look it up. It's like 8 inches of snow outside, if that helps. It's so cold. It's just raining. Okay. All right. Heather says, I live in a trailer and we made our walk-in closet into a storage room and got a wardrobe for our room for hanging clothes. That's a good idea, as long as like your trailer has enough room for that. I know there's some that don't have enough room for that, but that's awesome. If you can convert spaces into something else that makes more sense for what you need, like for your decorations or for camping gear or whatever it is that you need to store, more pots and pans, I don't know, whatever it is that you're storing. Everyone's got different stuff they have to store. But if you convert different spaces and then find a new space for the things that you were storing in that room, that's awesome. That's a great way to go about it. Missy said, let me see if I feel like I'm way behind. Let me kind of jump forward. I'm going to say hi to everybody really quick. Okay. Hi, Laura. Hi, Tish. Hi, Amy. Hi, Missy. Hi, Heather. I think I've said hi to everyone except I can't ever say your name. It's Ziwet Lissel. I know I can't. I just like my brain can't get around that many letters at once. So I am so sorry. But your question is, have you already watched the Chosen series? No, I need to. I also know his name's Daryl Eves, and he like has that was his baby. Like he started that project, the Chosen series. It's about Jesus's life and everything, and so like I really need to watch it. I know that that's something I would really really love, and like people at church are always like, you need to watch that, and I'm like, I know I do, but I haven't watched it yet, but I love it. I love the idea of it. I've seen clips of it. I follow it on Instagram. I'm just not there yet. I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to like sit and watch a show for a long time. Um, all right. Hi, Rosalind. Um, yeah, you're from Germany, but you spelled the name quite good. Thanks. Oh man, I have always wanted to go to Germany. I've always wanted to go. It's just, it seems so much fun. Have you watched the Chosen series? I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing you've seen it since you asked the question. So, okay, I'm gonna go back to the assumptions on the post because there were a few more. And Jacqueline Maloney said, not so much about you, but about YouTube. You don't make much money from YouTube. I assume you put way more into it than you get from it. So that is something that is normal with a smaller channel. You don't make a lot of money. It's not a big money maker. Once you start like getting bigger and having more like followers and things, not that that's really what I'm trying to get to. I love doing it. I've always loved making videos. But and I would do it even without the money, you know. It is kind of fun seeing like a little paycheck come in each month, but it's not a lot. I don't get paid minimum wage for as much time as I put into it, but I don't think it's even like half of minimum wage. It's okay. We survived. Devin has a full-time job. This is like a side thing, and obviously we are trying to get out of debt, so it's helpful, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not like the most money-making thing right now. And maybe in the future it will be, but I'm not counting on that. So it's just fun. It's a lot of fun to get to know you guys and to just be able to do these videos. And I do feel really blessed that I do get paid a little bit so that it does end up helping our family. So yeah, I do put a lot into it though, because it's a lot of fun and I enjoy being with you guys and making videos. All right, Heather Poberski Smith says, you are really nice. Well, thank you. I think I'm kind of nice. I think I'm nice in person. That's a question for people that are around me, I guess. I don't know. And then I'm Luna, she's Zeta, says that her assumption is that I am a part of the LDS Church. That is correct. I am a part of the Church of Latter-day Saints, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We used to just say Mormon, and it's not like correct for us to say it that way. So they started asking us to say that we're part of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's a little longer and it's a little bit more of a mouthful, but it does get the point across a little bit more than saying Mormon. So or LDS, which Latter-day Saints, that's what it stands for, is LDS. And yeah, so that's all the questions or the assumptions I got. So I'm going to come back to the chat. Hi, Lindsay. I'm here too. This is from Casey. Had to find you again after the first live disconnected. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so the first live, I had it turned the wrong way, and there was no way I was going to keep going that way because it was going to drive me nuts. And so I was like, I need to just redo it. It'll take me a couple minutes. And then I hopped back on, and we're here. Hello, everybody. It's great to see you. So thank you for coming back, Casey. I'm so sorry that I cut out on you earlier. Hi, Heather. I think I've already said hi to you, but you can never say hi too many times. I will probably say that in every single one of my lives because I say hi to everybody. Malgorzata, I feel like I said that okay. Not great, but okay. Hi from Poland. That's a great place too. I just want to travel everywhere. I've only been a few countries and I just want to go everywhere. So Tish says it's hot. It's hot here. Oh my gosh. I'm jealous because it's really cold here. Allison, hi. How are you finding the debt payoff journey? I am working on it too, and it's a grind. Okay, so full disclosure, we started the Dave Ramsey plan earlier this year, and it was like at the beginning of the year, we were doing really well, and then crap hit the fan. We had a miscarriage, and just everything else seemed less important, and we had struggles, and we had like my weight loss struggles. I gained a lot of weight after the miscarriage, and we gained a lot of financial weight, and we've had some things happen this year that just have caused more financial struggles. So we kind of stopped paying off debt, and we're just barely getting back into it now. And I feel like there's so much merit in it, and I really would love to pay off all the debt at some point, but it's a continuous struggle and grind, like you said. Yes, it is a grind. And I need to get better. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I said that correctly, Heather. Poberski. I just think that's fun. That's a fun name. Okay. And then, hi, Leah. It's good to see you. Okay. But yeah, Allison, the financial stuff is just really, it's hard. And then Leah says, I always try to watch the ads, especially for smaller channels that are monetized. Well, thank you. And something that I've learned recently is that there are smaller channels that aren't monetized, and yet they still put ads on their videos. So I thought that was interesting. That was like a new thing this year. It doesn't really affect me because I am monetized, but there are smaller channels, especially if they have under 1,000 subscribers, they can't be monetized. So that's something to think about. So YouTube is getting all the money until they get monetized. It's kind of interesting, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And then Finding a Way says, my assumption is that I'm your favorite commenter. Well, of course. I love everyone so much, and I'm so grateful that you are all here, and I'm so grateful that we can create this community and be together. And I do appreciate all your comments, Finding a Way. You comment all the time, and I'm really appreciative. And it's so fun to get to know you guys in the chat too. So thank you for commenting, so I'm not sitting here alone on my couch talking to a camera. Oh, thank you. Okay. And then I assume I'm gonna call you Z because I can't do it. Or Liesel. I could call you Liesel or Z. I don't. It's the middle part. I assume that your biggest wish and goal always was to have a husband and be a mother. Yup. That was me 100%. I dated another guy before I met Devin, and I always said, like, I want to be a wife and mother, but with that guy, I always thought like, you know, I don't think that that's going to happen. It wasn't a good situation. And meeting Devin, like one of the first conversations that we had about like the future, I said, I want to be a wife and mother. And he was like, great. And I was like, okay, like really? Like seriously? Because in this day and age, it's almost expected for a woman to work now. And I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And I'm going to start crying because that was close to home. Anyway, but yes, that is my main goal. And here I am. Just, oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. It's been a day. um, Missy says, let's go to what Missy said. It's skipping. I've been to Germany, but it was 1986 and the Berlin Wall was still up. You're not old. You just know a lot of things, and your wisdom is great to have here. So thank you for being here. We can use your wisdom. It's really sad when people demoralize getting older, because I think that there is so much wisdom and so much grace in getting older and being able to help the younger generations with things that are going on. I feel like I look like I'm crying because I teared up, but I'm not actually like sitting here crying. I just like have some tears in my eyes. Just when I have convictions and things that are really important to me, like my family. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think that being old is a bad thing. Not that you're old, but like, it's not a bad thing. Okay. Leah says, please consider opening a P.O. box. I have thought about it, and I am thinking about doing that in the new year at some point when we get around to it. And it's not super hard to set up. I have set one up before, but I just haven't done it yet. I need to do it. So be patient with me. It probably will happen at some point in the next few months, maybe. Just need to like get around to it. Yeah, okay. Casey says, Dave Ramsey is good to listen to while decluttering too. Oh my gosh, I love listening to Dave Ramsey while decluttering. I love listening to the people that call in, and like sometimes I know it kind of sounds bad, but it makes me feel better about my situation because they'll call in and be like, I have $1 million in student loan debt. I'm like, well, at least I don't have that. I'm like, I see the light at the end of the tunnel a little bit more, but I do feel really bad for those people because I could not imagine. I hope they're like doctors making $500,000 a year, because could you imagine $1 million in student loans? I'd throw up. Okay. Jenna says, I'm a bit late. Had to pick up my kids from school. That's okay, Jenna. It's great to see you. I'm going to say hi to everybody really quick. I think I've said hi to everyone. Oh, Pamela. Hi, Pamela. I don't think I've said hi to you yet. And you said, my son spent a year in Germany going to school. I spent 2 weeks at the end with visiting him. He plans to visit again next year. Oh, that's so cool. I would love to go there. Can I go with you? Like, that would be so fun. Well, with him, technically. Well, that's weird. I'm not going to go with your son. No. I'll just go with my husband. That would probably be better. I can say hi to your son when I'm there, maybe. But, anyway, but yeah, that's so fun. You should go with him, Pamela. I said Pam. It makes me think of The Office. I really like The Office, and Pam is a great character, so you've got a good name. Just, she didn't like to be called Pammy. I'm guessing you don't like to be called Pammy either, but I don't know, maybe you do. Heather says, I am really glad you have your channel. It has been a nice place to be. Aw, thanks, Heather. I think so too. It's been fun. It's pretty positive here. I try not to bring anything super negative in. I'm sure sometimes I don't accomplish that, but I'm not perfect, so raise your hand if you're not perfect. Finding a way. Yes, older is wiser. Love wisdom and hearing all the amazing things people have done in their lives. Me too. Speaking of like Dave Ramsey though too, like I love listening to the older people that call in and their wisdom, and especially like the older millionaires that call in and they're like, yeah, this is how I made all my money. And not that money is the only thing, but it is nice to have your life put together so that you're not worrying about those kinds of things, especially later in life, especially at retirement age, because I do not want to be in debt still at that point. Like that sounds miserable. So that is one thing that we're working toward, trying to pay off debt so that we can build wealth, so that we can be generous and help lots and lots of people. Also, I keep hitting my hand on on the couch, and Minion keeps jumping. He's kind of funny. Uh, and thanks, Tish. I'm glad your hand was up with me. um, Carrie says, you have to do a European tour. Okay, Carrie, I would come visit you in a heartbeat. I want to go to England so bad, and I've been there once. It was just London. I feel like I traveled to a couple other places around as well, but you know, like I didn't go to a ton of places, but it was mostly London, and we went to like see the BBC headquarters, I think, and we saw the phone booth from Doctor Who, and I like touched it, and I touched Matt Smith's signature, and I was like, hi. It's like, I love you. I loved Matt Smith. He was my favorite doctor. I also really liked, if you have no idea what I'm talking about the show Doctor Who. I have a sweater, a Christmas sweater with Doctor Who on it. So some people have commented like, hey, I love your sweater. I love that show. Some people hate it. It's okay. It's an acquired taste, but I love that show. But yeah, so hi, thanks for raising your hands, guys. I'm glad I'm not alone. But yeah, a European tour, that would be a lot of fun. I would love to just travel around Europe, especially with Devin. I don't know how he'd feel about that. He doesn't like going places very much, but he's more of like a let's go camping kind of guy. How are your time managing plans going? Right now, not great. So, time managing plans. I need to plan better and time manage better. I I've been feeling pregnant this last week. Not gonna lie. This last few days I've been feeling really pregnant. So like right before this, I laid down to take a nap, but my feet were so cold I couldn't actually sleep. So, and I don't know. I think my diet, I did really bad eating as well. Not like I'm not on a diet, but like my food intake, if that makes sense. I'm trying not to eat sugar because it just doesn't do well with me. And I had candy and cookies yesterday. So if that doesn't give you an indication, it's bad. Yeah. Hi, Jacqueline. I love you too. Thanks for being here. Jackie is actually one of my friends, and she's really awesome. So give her some love in the comments. Heather, me either. Not perfect. Thank you. No one is perfect, right? Except this girl right here. This Roxy. Roxy's so perfect. Don't worry, Devin, we're campers too. Thanks for helping Lindsay tonight. So actually, Devin is not helping me tonight. It's just me and the doggies, and Dan is napping. So Devin he usually would help me in a heartbeat, but he's still at work right now. I did it right now because Dan would be napping, and so I would have some time to sit down and chat with you guys without him kind of like running around and being crazy. He's wonderful and great, but it's not conducive for a live video, I don't think. But yeah, so Devin has homework to do tonight. He's bringing his friend over, and they're going to work on homework for probably about 2 hours. And I didn't want to be up that late tonight, so I was like, I'll just do it before you get home while Dan's napping. So that's what we're doing. But Devin helps me all the time. He's wonderful. Carrie, you're going to take me to France and Germany? Ooh, yay. I want to... Oh, Roxy, come here. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Roxy wants to be on camera, I think. She wants to say hi. You want to say hi? Can you say hi? Hi. Hi. Let me tell you back up, though, because it's a little hectic down here. Sit. I know. I got you all excited. I know. What was Mama thinking? Calm down. No, I'm not petting you right now. I'm sorry. I gotta put my hand right here. No. Oh, they say hi, Roxy. Can you lay down? Lay down. Okay. Snow isn't the worst, but the negative temps are going to stink. Yeah, they're coming. I can feel. Okay. What? I'm sorry. Sit. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Mommy can't pet you right now. I'm so sorry. Hey. All right. But yeah, the negative is just I'm not ready for it. Um oh yeah. Laura says she's sucking up after the gingerbread. It's probably covered up the mic just then. She's sucking up after the gingerbread train. Um yeah, well also she's just wanting all the attention, so maybe I'll just scratch her butt. She likes her butt scratched. Um, I, and then Z says, I also assume that Dan is an angel child and never gets tantrums. No. No. I think, though, that he has less tantrums, but I honestly think, not saying I'm like this amazing parent, but I've had a lot of practice with little kids. And I think it's just because I'm really good at redirecting. But he'll tantrum more with other people because they don't know him as well, and they can't redirect him the same ways that I would be able to, just because I'm with him all the time. And I've learned so much about young kids and tantruming and all that. So I think that that's really what it is. It's just that he doesn't tantrum too much, but then there's sometimes that he does tantrum, and you have to ignore it at some point because they're so far along. I don't know if I'm an amazing parent, but I definitely feel like I have some tricks up my sleeve sometimes. So depends on the day. Oh, bye. Bye, Tish. It was great seeing you. Sorry you had to go. She said, before she left, she said, I'm so glad I got to meet you. My son goes to night school and will be home soon. Gotta make dinner. Everyone have an amazing night. That was really sweet of you, Tish. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful meal with your family. I need to do that too. It's like 4:15 and I haven't decided. Well, I know what I'm making. I'm making fried rice because that's what we have and it's easy. So, yeah, that's kind of what's happening. But, oh, Carrie says, I can confirm you're an amazing friend. Carrie, thank you. Me and Carrie chat all the time. She also has a YouTube channel, and we met on a YouTube creator thing. So we're like creator buddies. We're YouTube buddies, and we always talk about YouTube and how to make our channels better. And we have very different channels, but it's really fun to see everything that's different, but also see the things that are the same as well, because there are similarities also. Jacqueline says, do you experience a lot of pregnancy nausea? What is your favorite thing to help? Love talking babies. I love talking babies too. I don't know a lot of talking babies, but I love to talk about babies too. That's just my brain. It was weird. So, pregnancy nausea, it's dwindling. So week 8 to about 16, I'm at week 18 now. I don't know. Today's the 19th, so that's probably where I got the 19 from. But I'm in week 18 right now, and from like week, probably more like 6, 7, because I think I got some nausea earlier on too. Not a ton. Like week 8 was like, boom, you're pregnant. Now be nauseous. And then until about week 15, I had a ton of nausea, and I couldn't brush my teeth without like gagging or throwing up or all those fun things. Things that help, I don't know. I just made sure I ate a lot, like small little meals or small little snacks throughout the day when I was feeling really nauseous, because like I would start to feel really sick if I didn't snack all the time. Milk was a good one for me because it just coated my stomach and made it, like, especially in the mornings when I would feel really, really sick. Yeah, I would drink a little bit of milk and that would help But yeah, I favorite thing to help, just snacking, just trying to figure out what works for you. And it's gross, but I like avoided brushing my teeth if I could. It was like the mint mixed with like the spit and I hate it so much. I don't really have that issue much anymore. Every once in a while, sometimes when I'm like, dang it. But yeah, oh man. But Leah says, ugh, I had 3.5 months of pregnancy nausea, right? Isn't it terrible? I don't know where I am. I think I'm about there, 3.5 months. I think, because I just barely think I'm getting completely over the nausea. But it's not as bad now. But yeah, I definitely, for the first 3 months, was like, "Bleh." It's so awful. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, and then Laura, out of your 42-week pregnancy, oh my gosh, was that baby huge? It's just like all I can think of, because like when I was watching Kim from the Wads, she had a baby recently, and she she was huge at the end, and she's a tiny little lady. So like it's just I think she got to like 41 weeks, and I was just like, man, big baby. Only 8 pounds. Like okay, that is a big baby. 8 pounds 10 ounces, but like I was expecting like 10-pound baby. 42 weeks. But that just goes to show that every baby is so different and they don't all grow at the exact same rate. But, I bet the baby was super healthy and came out great. Hopefully. I mean, you never know. Jenna says, just finished sewing up a new stocking for our exchange student, so she will have one similar to ours. I made my boys some all with different patterns. It's a fun, eclectic mix. That's so fun. Oh, yeah, that's so cute. That's awesome that you're making a stocking for your exchange student. I've always thought about doing something like that, like an exchange program. I had a lot of exchange friends. Like I had a friend from France, and then I had a friend from Norway, and it was really cool meeting people from other places. So yeah, but yeah, it's just that's so fun. Oh, that's so cute. Anyway, that made me think of how Dan goes, oh, he's so cute. He does that all the time. Lara, you ended up 2 stone lighter. I think a stone, isn't that 14 pounds? I feel like that's right. She was a full-on parasite. Is that right? That's a lot. 28 pounds? Am I wrong? Is it only 7 pounds? Maybe 2 stone is 7 pounds. You would know. I'd need to look it up. Because we just go by pounds, so like we don't really convert to stone very often. But I used to watch the show. Yes, 14 in a stone. Okay, that's a lot. That's a big baby. Taking up 28. Well, I mean, all the fluids and everything. 28 pounds, though. That's a lot. Well, okay, well, I know nothing. Okay, I was like 8 stone post baby. Wow, that's crazy. You lost a fifth of your body weight after giving birth. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's crazy. That makes me laugh. Because babies, they are parasites. Like, they just take up so much energy in our bodies. And like, I was talking to Devin, I'm like, even if I'm eating crappy, the baby's still getting all the nutrients it needs because I'm just not. The baby gets all the good nutrients that I am eating, and then I get all the crap. And then that's just how it is. Because baby gets priority, and that's okay with me. But also, is it? I'm really tired. I should eat better. I need to do better. Okay, 100 grams in a pebble. Not sure what that means, Carrie, but Leah says, I'll be 40 weeks on Wednesday with your first baby. Yes, I remember you commenting about your baby coming this month, and I'm so excited for you. Well, it might be coming this month if as long as you don't go to 42 weeks. Like Laura did. You might be pregnant until January. I won't curse you with that though. So I hope that the baby is doing well. Do you know if it's a boy or a girl? Because that's fun. I haven't found out that what the baby is yet for me. Also, I was wondering if you guys have any more assumptions, because that is what this video is supposed to be about, but it's always fun to chat with you guys too. Hey, you stop trying to bite me. She put her mouth like this, just, and she'll lick, of course, but she'll just like go like this, and she's crazy. Hey, January babies are fun. I'm one, LOL. Well, good. I'm glad you like your month. January is a great month, but I just don't want Leah to have to be pregnant for that long. January is a great month, but I'm more concerned about her body and mental state, because I don't know how I would do doing what you did, Laura. You're a trooper. um, but yeah, Leah says, thanks so much, Lindsay. Doctors say they don't let people go 10 days over. Okay, so you can't go over 10 days, so that would be the 31st. You might have almost a New Year's Eve baby. I was going to say almost New Year's baby, and then I'm like, wait, no, that's just New Year's Eve. You might have a New Year's Eve baby, though. That would be kind of fun. Lara, that is true. I had a heat wave. Oh, man. Oh, that's fun. I'm sorry. Well, that is what happens sometimes. Anyway, so what, I guess we've been here for 46 minutes. That's long. Hence being one and done. Yeah, I can see why you only had one kid after that pregnancy. See, like with Dan, I had a crazy pregnancy. It was, yeah, we had him premature, so he was 7 weeks early. Well, he was 33 and 2 days, so just a little bit under 7 weeks early. And he was 4 pounds 10 ounces, so I don't know what an 8-pound baby's like, but I had a C-section, so I don't know what any baby's like to birth. So then, I was just joking with the nurses, and then they showed me my baby, and then the moment they showed me my baby, I'm like, my baby's out of me, that's crazy. And then I started freaking out because, like the hormones and everything, my whole body just like went into shock. It was crazy. Anyway, I have a whole video about this on my channel if you guys wanted to go look it up. But yeah, it was crazy. So yeah. Oh, hi, Christina. Christina says she has a question. How do you plan to arrange bedrooms with the new baby when they're ready to move out of our room? We don't know that yet. I want to just move them both into Dan's room and put him in a toddler bed and the baby in the crib and just figure it out. It's a small room, but we could figure it out. And maybe we might have to make a new play space for Dan to have his toys and things. But Devin isn't quite sure about that. And yes, I am grabbing Roxy by the teeth. Stop it. Stop trying to eat me. I know that I taste so good. I know it. But you're being crazy. Stop. Stop. Okay. And then, yeah, so we don't know what we're going to do yet. I think it's just going to be kind of like a come as it comes. Like, we'll figure it out as it comes, And then Missy says, our second child was only 6 pounds 10 ounces after my first being 9 pounds 14 ounces. Oh, well, at least your second one gave you a little hope in humanity. The first 9 pounds 14, that's a big baby. I'm guessing they were either really chunky or they were like 23 inches long, because that's crazy. But that's awesome. That's a healthy little baby. Little being the operative term, but that's so awesome. Leah says she doesn't know the gender. They are waiting. That's fun. I want to know the gender for this one, and then I don't know. I kind of like knowing the gender, so we'll see like with future babies, because we do plan on having more. At least we never know for sure, but as of right now, we do plan on having more. And this dog, you guys stop it. You guys stop it. No, out. Stop. Um, she's just needing all the attentions, and I don't have it. But yeah, I think we'll definitely know this baby's gender, and then maybe next time we might not find out, because it is kind of fun, but also I don't know, it's kind of fun to find out too. I don't know. It's all of the above. I like knowing, and I like not knowing too. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. Second was a C-section, and the first was natural. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna try to go natural this time. So I'm hoping. I mean, obviously, it's in God's hands, so I don't really know, but we'll figure it out. It's all good. And then Christina says, I guess you'll have more solid idea after you get to know the new baby's temperament and what type of roommate they'll be. I think that's true too, and seeing how Dan is with the baby as well. Like, we gotta make sure that Dan's like good with the baby. I think he will be. He's a sweetheart. He loves babies when we're out and about, and he sees, like, we were at a Christmas party and he saw my cousin's baby and he was just like, oh baby, you know. But when you're living with one and it's taking all your mom's attention, it's a little different. And Dan he likes his mom, so we will see. 22.5 inches long. Yep, that's what I thought, Missy. That's a big baby. Dan was 17 inches long, so it's a little different, but Dan was a preemie, so I guess he doesn't really sit on the same scale as babies that are full term as well, so it's a little different. And then Carrie says, I assume that if you have another boy, you will keep going until you get a girl, as most people want at least one of each. I don't know if that's true. I want one of each. I would love a girl, and Devin would love a girl. I think he's meant to be a girl dad, you know, like I think he's meant to have a girl, but we will see. We will have to see, because we don't know. We still don't know. We'll find out in, I think, about a week and a half, I think, is when we should be finding out. And then, you know, after that, we'll find out and we'll start planning, because that's when you start planning, is when you find out the gender, or you just do gender neutral stuff, because all babies need the same kind of stuff. But like, if you don't know the gender, like Leah's doing, which is awesome, then you just do gender neutral stuff, and that's great too. And then you can get more gendered stuff as the baby gets older and stuff, because the first little bit, they don't really need anything. I like knowing the gender. I had 2 girls and then a boy. Oh, that would be fun. Girls are so much fun. I nannied 4 girls, and I had 4 nieces before I ever had any nephews, and so I know girls really well. It's a lot of fun. Leah says, I wanted the surprise and also wanted our families to not buy a billion things. Gender neutral is so much harder to buy for. It's true. It is harder to buy for. But when you're doing minimalist, it doesn't matter. Like, it just don't get everything, because you do not need the wet wipe warmer. I will say, don't get the wet wipe warmer. It's, you know, it's not that necessary. You can put them in the microwave, I guess. I don't know. I've never used it. Honestly, babies, they don't need that. It's just not necessary. So, not to say that if you have the wet wipe warmer, but I never got it, because I was like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, Missy, it is no wonder that your water broke. It was a little more surprising at 32 weeks when my water broke, or 33 weeks when my water broke. I can never get it right. But yeah, Leah, that is a really good hack. I thought about like not finding out, just so that people wouldn't get me a bunch of stuff, or not finding out, but like finding out and not telling anyone, just so a bunch of people wouldn't get me stuff, because I wanted to know. But I'm pretty good at keeping a secret, because we kept Dan's name a secret until we had the baby, just because I didn't want a bunch of influence in my head. And we named Dan after Devin's grandpa, and so it was a family name, so we also wanted to surprise people with the name. But yeah, so I also wanted to see Dan's face and be like, yeah, that's a Dan, like, you know, like, but it was a little weird because he was so little and so he was such a baby. But we planned on naming him that, so everything, you know, all those things. Um, um, Christina, I think only parents with sensitive bums feel their babies need the wipe warmer. That's probably true. Yeah, yeah, maybe they're like they're so triggered by a cold wet wipe that they couldn't make their babies go through that terrible, terrible, terrible thing. Um, you cannot keep the gender a secret. No, I don't think I will. I think we'll tell people. Finding a way. I concur. We need the wet wipe warmer. We need no need for the wet wipe warmer. I did like having a diaper genie though. Okay, there is a difference between a wet wipe warmer and a diaper pail. The diaper pail saves you from having to go to the trash can every time there's a poopy diaper. And with a little baby there all the time, like I don't want to have to go outside. My sister never got one though, and she has 3 kids, and so she made it work. She's not really a minimalist, but she made it work because she just never got one. And I was like, Megan, you know, you might need one. But, you know, but that was just because I was a nanny and that's what they did. And so I always liked the diaper genie or the diaper pail. I think it's really important to not have to go to the trash can all the time. They do stink sometimes. They don't smell the greatest. And I wouldn't say that they're the best thing in the world ever, but they are better than having to run to the trash can when you have a newborn and, you know, all those fun things, especially now that we're having 2 and I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to run outside every time the baby needs a diaper change. So, yeah, I agree. That had to be a scary time, the water breaking early. So glad it all worked out well. Yeah, I'm glad it worked out well too. One thing I will say though, so with our religion, Devin gave me a blessing before we left the house that day, that morning. My water broke at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. It was early. I don't remember. And he gave me a blessing and I just had this sense of peace and calm over me and I knew it was all going to work out. So like even though I was in the hospital for a few days and even though everything, I had him do that for me so that I could have that peace and calm, and I thought that was really important. But yeah, so it was very helpful. But yeah, it was okay. And then Z says, I assume you will finish your kitchen cabinets in January. I sure hope it's before then, but we'll see. I do plan on finishing, well, I mean, the biggest thing is that I need to do the box around the fridge and the wood is just so expensive. So like we had wood, but it wasn't going to work for what we need. We need to get like a big, huge thing of plywood and it's expensive, guys. Like plywood has gone up in prices like crazy. So that's the biggest thing is that I haven't finished the box around the fridge because of the price of wood and I just haven't like set aside money for that. So maybe next month when we're doing our budget, I'll be like, hey, we have to set aside some money for that. So we'll figure it out. Maybe the YouTube money from this month will pay for the wood. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what else we have to do. Like, do you see this? Do you see what she's doing to me? What are you doing? I know. You just want all the attentions. I get it. But guys, I've been talking for an hour and I can't believe that it's been that long, but I love chatting with you guys. It goes so quick. It really does. And yeah, okay, so see, I really hope I get my cabinets finished sooner rather than later, though. I will say that. Because they're driving me crazy. Um, Leah, watch all the videos and ads, people. Get Lindsay her cabinets. Oh, thank you. You don't need to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Missy. You have a wonderful night as well. But yeah, so we're hoping to get it done soon. We just need to like focus on it, you know, and we haven't focused on it. We've been doing other things. I got pregnant. We weren't focusing on cabinets, but it's been over a year, guys, since we started the renovation, and it's time. It's time to get it done. Does watching ads really help the YouTuber's income? I know that it's like, You don't have to watch the full ad. I think it's like the first 15 seconds or so that counts as a view. But the ads, if you do actually like watch the whole video and watch like an ad in the video, it does count for more money, but you don't have to do that. Watch what you want, hang out with me. I don't want you to feel like you have to watch anything if you don't want to, because I post a lot of different content and not everybody loves everything I post, and that's okay, because I don't expect everyone to love everything that I do, because I'm not you. I'm not going to make the exact content that you want every time, and that's okay, because we can still be friends even if we don't agree on everything all the time. So but I know that I've learned, oh, sorry. I know what I've leaving my on. I can't. I know, I know what you're saying. My brain crapped out on me. I know what I'm leaving on my TV all day tomorrow. Thank you, Laura. That's very sweet of you. My brain did not work that out just then. And Jenna said, I did not keep going until I got a girl. 3 boys is enough. I figured if I kept going, I'd just keep getting boys. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at. Like, we'll have to see. It depends on how the boy, like, if we have boys. Because, like, if I'm going off of what your situation was, if I have 3 boys, it depends on how they are. And that's a lot of boys. Boys are hard. Boys are crazy. So that I did cry a little bit when I found out I was having a boy, because I didn't know what to do with boys. I knew so much about girls and I knew nothing about boys. Roxy's being crazy, but what's new? But yeah, so I agree. Finding a Way says, I think it's the first 30 seconds. Okay, there we go. I read the comments when ads come on and make a comment when the ads are running. Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about doing that. That's a good idea. My mother-in-law had 4 boys. Yeah, could you imagine 4 boys? That's so many. I don't know. And then Casey says, ha ha ha, let the playlist run when we go to sleep tonight. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys do not need to do that, though. Please don't ever feel like you need to do something like that, because I'm doing just fine. Money is not everything, and just being able to hang out with you guys is just the best. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and being with me tonight and asking me questions, and also just chatting with me and seeing my snowmen with their red Solo cups at their party. I got this at Target like 6 years ago and I love it. Jenna says, we kept our baby names a secret too. Didn't want to hear people's negative comments and make us second guess. I know, it's just kind of like one of those things. I'll probably do that with this baby too. I haven't told anyone the names that we're thinking about. Like, not even my mom. Like I don't even tell anyone. It's just me and Devin that know. And we're still trying to decide, like, if we're having a girl, we'll have this name. And if we're having a boy, we'd have this name. So we're just trying to decide. If I let it run, your comments would be full of my cats running across the keys. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Roxy would, like, if I let a video play, she would just come up and lick the keys on my computer and just do the same thing. So, her tongue, though, oh my gosh. But yeah, so, sorry, I'm like still reading. Engagement counts. It does, yes, Leah. And oh my gosh, when Kim's sister died from the WODs, that was, my heart broke for her. I felt so bad. I didn't even know what to do for her. She is such a beautiful human. I love her. And then my mother-in-law had 4 boys too. Well, that's great. Hi, Seawells. I don't know if I saw your comments before, and now you're having your second boy. That's exciting. Boys are so much fun. So I am happy if we have a boy, and I'm happy if we have a girl. So honestly, I could do with either. And I know Devin will be happy either way too. He would like a girl, probably just because we don't have one, and he's always wanted a girl. But he'd be happy with a boy too. But Leah says, yeah, that is definitely the hardest part of not finding out the gender, is coming up with so many name options. Oh my gosh, I have lists, like plural. There's one that's like continuous on my phone, and then there's like lists everywhere else that I've been writing. I'm like, do I like that name? Do I like that name? Do I want it to kind of match Dan's name? Do I want it to be completely opposite? You know, all of the things. Um, Made a mistake of telling the little one's name, and people are already making negative comments, but they did it with my first, and now they love his name. Honestly, yeah. Like my sister, my oldest sister, she had a little girl, and she named her name. I won't say her name, but she named her a name, and we were all like, "Are you sure? Like, are you sure that's what you want to name your kid?" And now it's like that's her name, and we love her, and we love her name, and she's beautiful, and you know, you just we weren't sure at first, but now it's a really unique name, and that gives her like she likes being unique, you know. So it really does show like I don't know. Anyway, I've been talking for so long, guys. I need to get off of this thing, but you guys keep talking to me, and I love it. So I, Devin's like, you could listen to yourself talk all day. I'm like, no, I just like talking to people. I like being around people. And I am an introverted extrovert, so I'm a homebody. I love being at home, and I love doing things at home, and I love being with Devin and not doing things out in the universe sometimes. But then there's like times when I'm like, I gotta get out of the house. I gotta go be with people or chat with people, and this is a great way to do it. So thank you. That's how I felt. I was happy with a second little boy, but would also love to have a little girl as well. So, yep, little girls are great. They're fun. If it's a boy, stick with a D. If it's a girl, go with an L. That would be kind of fun. We do have some names picked out, so you guys, I guess you'll just have to see. Thank you. Have a great night, Lindsay. Have a yummy dinner. Thank you. I hope it's good. I don't know if I have enough soy sauce though, so wish me luck. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I just hate saying goodbye. Come back next week. We'll be doing it again. I might do it at the same time, but we'll have to see what Devin's doing, I guess. So, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye, Leah. I don't remember how to turn this off. Oh, there's an X. I guess I'll hit that. Bye, Casey. There's my finger. And I didn't do anything, so I'll do it again. Yeah.